Hello Marvel fans! Welcome again to my channel, and today we are going to feature the first superhero team of Marvel Comics, the Fantastic Four. The Fantastic Four is a team appeared in comics and other medias published by Marvel Comics. The team debuted in the Fantastic Four #1 on 1961. It was the first superhero team created by Jack Kirby and Stan Lee. The release of the Fantastic Four #1 on 1961 was an unexpected success. Stan Lee had felt ready to leave the comics field at that time, but the positive response to Fantastic Four persuaded him to stay on. The Fantastic Four is formed after 4 civilian astronauts are exposed to cosmic rays during an unauthorized outer space test flight in an experimental rocket ship designed by Reed Richards himself. Pilot Ben Grimm and crew members Susan and brother Johnny Storm survive an emergency crash landing in a field on Earth. And now Marvel fans, after the exposure to cosmic radiation, the team never had been the same. Mr. Fantastic, a scientific genius, can stretch, twist, and reshape his body to inhuman proportions. Mr. Fantastic serves as the leader of the group, and he blames himself for the failed space mission, particularly because of how the event transformed pilot Ben Grimm. Stan Lee said Reed Richards' powers were inspired by DC's Plastic Man, which had no equivalent to Marvel. Next, Invisible Woman. Reed Richards' girlfriend and eventual wife has the ability to bend and manipulate light to render herself and others invisible. Stan Lee doesn't want Sue to have superpower strength like Wonder Woman, so eventually he came to invisibility. Inspired works such as The Invisible Man. She later develops the ability to generate invisible force fields, which he uses for a variety of defensive and offensive effects. Next is the Human Torch. Sue Storm's younger brother possesses the ability to control fire, allowing him to project fire from his body as well as the power of light. This character was loosely based on a Human Torch character published by Marvel's predecessors Timely Comics in the 1940s. Lee thought that it was a shame that we didn't have the Human Torch anymore, and this was a good chance to bring him back. Last, the Thing. Reed Richards' college roommate and best friend has been transformed into a monstrous orange rock-like humanoid possessing high levels of superhuman strength and durability. Stan Lee said his original pitch to Kirby stated that the Thing was someone who turned into a monster and is bitter because, unlike the other three, he cannot change back to a normal appearance. And now, Marvel fans, here are some fun facts about the Fantastic Four that you might know or only comic book fans know. So let's start. Number 1, Fantastic Four's power are similar to Earth's elements. Although the 4 of them have powers from outer space due to cosmic radiation, in reality, their powers are the same as the 4 basic elements of Earth, namely Earth or rock for Ben Grimm, who resembles a stone man, fire for Johnny Storm, who can turn himself into a human flame, air for Susan, who can make herself disappear, and water for Reed Richards, whose flexible body is somehow similar to water. Number 2, Fantastic Four are not always 4. Even ordinary people know that the Fantastic Four are a group of 4 people, but actually, the group doesn't always consist of 4 people. Let me give you an example, Marvel fans. In Earth 982 and other comic versions, the group has more than 4 people. With more people on the crew, the team are forced to change the name of their group. So let me guess, Fantastic 5, 6, or 7? Nah. Number 3, Franklin Richards, the son of Reed and Susan, once cared by Agatha Harkness. In case you don't know, Reed and Susan had a child named Franklin, and that happened in the comic issue number 94. Interesting on the same issue, the nanny who was trusted to take care of Franklin Richards was Agatha Harkness, who was the strongest witch ever in Marvel Comics. Wait, is she like Nanny McPhee? Number 4, Spider-Man is often involved with the Fantastic Four. We already know that Spider-Man is sometimes involved with other heroes like the Avengers, both in the comics and in the MCU. But have you heard that Spider-Man is also involved with a less known superhero group Fantastic Four? In some issues, Spider-Man often joins and is involved in the mission run by the Fantastic Four and vice versa. Hey, have you seen the bombastic Bagman? Check this out. Number 5, every member of the Fantastic Four once died at least once. Mr. Fantastic, Invisible Woman, Human Torch, and the Thing were once dead at least once in the comics. Okay, I'll tell you how. Reed was killed after a battle with Doctor Doom. Susan was mistakenly killed by Johnny, her own brother. Then Johnny was killed fighting Annihilus troops. And the Thing was killed by Reed Richards when Ben Grimm's body was taken over by Doctor Doom. Well, relax. Death in the comics is a common thing in superheroes. They get revived eventually. Number 6, there are plenty of Marvel superheroes who joined the Fantastic Four. In addition to Spider-Man, who was once a core member of the Fantastic Four, replacing Johnny after he died, it turns out that there are also other members of Marvel who joined the Fantastic Four, such as Ant-Man, Black Panther, Captain Marvel, She-Hulk, and even the Incredible Hulk. Wait, question? Do they also have the matching uniforms? Wait, what about the Hulk? Number 7, in 1994, a Fantastic Four movie was cancelled. Probably and arguably the most failed live-action superhero movie of all time is the Fantastic Four 2015, which cast Michael B. Jordan, or also known as the Killmonger in Black Panther, as the Human Torch. But did you know, Marvel fans, that there is another failed movie than the 2015 Fantastic Four? It turns out that the plot of the 2015 movie was not comparable to that of the 1994 version, wherein the 94 version was so bad that it got cancelled to premiere in theaters at that time. So MCU, we have a lot of expectations. Number 8, Kang the Conqueror once fought the Fantastic Four. Yes, Marvel fans. Kang, as we all know, is basically a villain of the Avengers. But who would have thought that Kang the Conqueror once faced the Fantastic Four, in which Kang was the most powerful version of the Kang variant named Ramatat, an Egyptian conqueror in issue number 19 in the comics. So, MCU, are we going to see how powerful he is? Let's find out. Number 9, Doctor Doom named their daughter. The birth of their second child was indeed a hard one. Reed was not present to assist in the birth, so Johnny took desperate measures to save his sister. Johnny called upon the family's nemesis, Doctor Doom, to help them because he's a doctor, right? It means that you can deliver a baby no matter what doctor are you. In exchange for the successful delivery of Sue's healthy girl, Doom asked permission to name their child Valeria. And the Fantastic Four would later find out that it was the name of the woman that Victor loved in the past. Now let me guess Valeria's first word. The Doom? Oh, come on. Number 10, the Fantastic Four goes bankrupt. There have been times where the Fantastic Four, for one reason, lost all their money. One instance dates way back to Fantastic Four number 9, which published in 1962. The team go bankrupt, but the film company SM Studios offered them starring roles playing themselves in a movie. And did you know, Marvel fans, that they are so poor that they have to hitchhike to LA to get to the set? Well, after Reed stepped down from Being the leader of Latveria, he was forced to give up a number of his patents to the government to escape legal persecution. And lastly, number 11, the Fantastic Four is the first Marvel superhero group. Not the Avengers or the X-Men who became the first superhero team from Marvel. The truth is, the Fantastic Four are the first superhero team created by Marvel. The team was created by Stan Lee and Jack Kirby in 1961, while the Avengers and X-Men was formed in 1963. And now there you have it, Marvel fans. Fun facts about the first superhero team created by Marvel. What's your thought about this? Do you have any did you know facts about the Fantastic Four? And are you excited of the MCU's Fantastic Four? Comment down below. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and please turn on the notification icon to remind you of my videos. Again, thank you, and I'll see you again, Marvel fans. Bye bye.